The ice tower got a wild change in the recent update. It can now be placed on water, which is extremely impactful for a couple of reasons, especially on this map. Because in the past, if you wanted to place land towers over here in the best spots possible, you needed to use a carrier flagship, then get an Arctic Wind platform, then you could finally utilize this space. But now you can skip the carrier flagship and just simply get an Arctic Wind, and you're ready to go. And the benefits don't stop there. Since the ice tower is now a water-based monkey, it can get buffed from Admiral Brickle. And that's not even the new strongest synergy with the ice tower. This is with the Energizer and the Absolute Zero, which when paired together effectively makes your Absolute Zero have 100% freeze uptime. Yes, you heard that correctly. So today I'll be showcasing the best uses for the new ice tower change. Let's hop right into it. And don't forget to use creator code MahAlecPops in the shop. Thank you for your support. And to showcase this ice change, guys, we're on the map Flooded Valley. So let's start with an ice tower right here, just for the fun of it. Obviously it's not going to work though. We would do the classic submarine start then. Just a submarine in the bottom, and then the way you complete the submarine start is at the end of the round you place the second submarine at the top. Perfect. But the plan for today's run is pretty simple. I want to get as much defense on the right hand side as possible, with most of it being land towers created by freezing the water. Which is also why I brought the hero of Sada for today's video, because Sada is obviously a land tower. I could place Sada on the left-hand side right now, which would be interesting, but I'd rather have Sada actually hitting the balloons. Now, to accomplish that, I do need to save up for an Arctic Wind, which isn't necessarily cheap. How much is it? 3,000? It's about $4,000 in total. Okay. Which means we need to save up some money beforehand. Let's build this top submarine into a 011 sub then. And I'm also going to get a boat on my side right here. I think this will just be an early destroyer. And the cross path for the destroyer is just going to be the middle cross path. Having those extra projectiles on the destroyer is great, and just the lead popping in general is fantastic. Oh, wait, the camo balloon. I did not actually think about that. Can I afford? I can't. Okay, let's go back in time then. Always nice to have that time machine mod enabled. And we'll be building this guy into submerge and support. Here we go. Submerge. Perfect. All right, round 27 goes down. Round 28 lead balloons. I'm guessing I need to build this top submarine into heat tip darts. Yeah. That's fine. Now do I defend? I have lead popping on both ends. It's looking like I do. So let's get plutonium reactor now. And with the reactor, I think we can finally save it for Arctic Wind next. I still will be getting the destroyer, but it probably will be after I get the Arctic Wind and Sada down. That's my plan. Okay, round 36. Actually, this round could be a bit dangerous. Let's see. It looks like the reactor is doing the job I needed to. We're fine. Now I need to ask myself, what ice positioning do I want? Because some of my things can't pop frozen balloons. The double shot from the boat can't, like the arrows. And Sada's attacks can't either at low levels. So maybe I put the ice tower like off center to not freeze the balloons. But also it is kind of nice to freeze the balloons at the end of the day too. And I could get like an MIB later. I think I'll try to put the ice here and see how it works out. Then I'll have Sada placed underneath it. Okay. Round 37 Sada is very late, by the way. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I probably couldn't have got Sada much earlier because I didn't need to spend that money before my Arctic Wind to survive for the save up. I still should have enough money though for this destroyer before round 40 hits, right? I'm actually gonna barely have enough cash. This is good though. Destroyer. We're gonna unsubmerge you at the start of the round. Okay. Submerge you now. Let's use a leaping sword ability now. Oh my gosh, that was so clutch. My heart skipped a beat there, but we defended. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So what's the next plan? I think Energizer is what I really want. Energizer would be great, especially because we got Sada so late. Leveling up Sada fast is important. The only thing is before that, maybe I should get like an Alk buff up for my destroyer. Just to defend the balloons, we'll see. It doesn't appear the frozen balloons are also causing me that many issues, which is good. I thought it would. And should I cross-path my plutonium reactor too? That's another question that needs to be asked. I'm not going to do that at the moment. Maybe later. I think the main weakness of my setup is MOAB class balloons though, as we saw in round 40. Even like these round 49 ceramics are just not a problem for me. The Arctic Wind does help me out quite a bit, which is also uncross-pathed. I'm not sure what cross-path I'll get on it. Okay, round 50 MOAB here. Let's use Leaping Sword now. Crap. Okay, what I'll do this round then, it might seem a little bit weird, but I think this will work out. We will get a village right here, and then right in this little pocket, I am going to get another ice tower into an embrittlement. Then we'll get jungle drums on you. Oh, that doesn't reach the track though. which is really what I wanted. What if I get range on it? That does reach a track a little bit, okay. I could get primary training as well to increase the range even more, but we'll pass on that upgrade. Let's see if this makes a difference, round 50. The Moabs are the main concern. That does actually allow me to defend. And also, the other benefit of this is it won't block as many projectiles with the frozen balloons because it will just de-brittle those balloons, right? Second Moab. Okay, I had to use Leaping Sword there, but that's fine. And I'm hoping with this setup I can save for the Energizer now. We'll see. That Moab got obliterated. Ooh, but the timing of the attacks for the second Moab was bad. Maybe we cross-path our reactor as well to air restarts. And use Leaping Sword there. Unfortunately, it appears like the Moabs are still an issue. Like, I'm dying into this one. I guess we'll try the primary training. I don't really think it's going to help much, though. Well, it does increase the range of the Arctic Wind more. What if I get larger radius on this, too? Okay, that did defend. Let's let the Ice Towers cook here, guys. Let's let them cook. Round 55 is not an issue for me. And what about this Moab? Double the damage with embrittlement. We're good. My main concern now is that after spending all this money, I don't know if I actually afford this Energizer in time for round 63, which was my initial plan. I guess there's only one way to find out. We'll see. I'm gonna hope I afford it in time. Alright, round 60 BFB. How do we look here? Unsubmerge you. I don't think I'm taking this down, to be honest. Leaping Sword. Yeah, we are so dead. Man. Which means I need to buy more defense for this BFB, and I need to get more defense for round 63 as well. Because there's no way I'm affording the Energizer. What if I outbuff Sada? Does this work? Like, does this reach Sada? Oh, it throws in the Ice Tower. That sucks. Here's what I'm going to do then. We will get up a Boomerang right here. More Glaives with the middle cross path. And then I'll outbuff this guy too. It seems like a weird decision, but this is going to help me out a lot for round 63, obviously. And I'm hoping this is enough for the BFB too. Let's see. Yeah, it did defend. Oh, but the projectiles get blocked by the frozen balloons. I didn't actually think about that. So the bottom crosspath Morglaives probably would have been more ideal due to the blocking. I can most likely get like an MIB or something later though. Okay, round 63. Let's see it. How are we looking? First wave got annihilated, that's good. Second wave. That was a little bit closer, but we defended. I don't have level 10 Sada yet, which would be great. What about third wave? Oh, we're good, nice. And then round 64. This round could actually be a big problem too. I'm now realizing. We'll keep Sky unsubmerged for now. Submerge it. Let's use Leaping Sword. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Maybe put Sod on strong targeting. Leaping Sword now. I got it. Unsubmerge. Submerge. There we go. Okay. We're figuring it out, guys. Come on. Let's get that Energizer finally. Pop this last BFB down. We will use a Leaping Sword against the Moabs. Now. Submerge. We defended. And the Energizer has been bought. A lot later than I initially wanted it, but I mean, it works, you know? I can finally get some good leveling on Sada. I gotta make sure to have it submerged at the end of every round, because if it's not submerged, then Sada doesn't actually get that additional leveling. But with the Energizer now on my side, I can actually test out a combo I've been wanting to test ever since they made the Ice Tower Amphibious. And that combo, ladies and gentlemen, is the Absolute Zero. So why do I want to test the Absolute Zero? Well, one, it actually got a price buff in the recent update, which was kind of crazy to me because I thought it was a pretty strong upgrade beforehand. It's cheaper now. But also, the Ice Tower counts as a water-based tower now. And if you know how the Energizer works, it halves the Water Monkey's cooldowns in the radius. So if I just build this guy into an Absolute Zero, it'll have a 50% cooldown, which is nuts. So yeah, let's just get Snowstorm right now. And look at that Snowstorm cooldown, guys. If I use it, it just comes back so quickly. That is fantastic. 50% reduction from that Energizer. And we'll work towards Absolute Zero next. We have to deal with round 75 to do that, though. Let's use Snowstorm. Slow down those BFBs. Let's use a Sword Charge ability. Perfect. Maybe a Leaping Sword in here, too. Another Snowstorm. And that round actually wasn't too bad. The Energizer just helps out a lot. I mean, look at it kill these ceramics instantly. That's great. Round 78 is the round I can afford. Absolute Zero has been purchased. I mean, the range on this is insane. And a part of this upgrade that's kind of underrated is that slowing effect when the mobs get in range. So look at this BFB, it's gonna slow. Yep, now it's traveling slower, quite a bit slower actually too. And I can use the ability, and it comes back incredibly fast. Wait, what's the uptime on the freeze? It actually looks to be right near 100%, which is crazy. Like, look at this BFB. It's unfrozen for just a split second of time. So if you have the Energizer and Absolute Zero combo, that can do some insane things. I definitely do want to get an MIB though, so we can actually hit the balloons while they're frozen with everything. Look at you right here. Freeze the COMG, Leaping Sword. This is insane. The ZOMG is just not moving at all, basically. I love it. I think we'll just chill with this setup and see how far it can go. Once we get Saw to level 22 and we have the really strong sword charge ability coming in, that's just going to be fantastic. Round 81 is getting absolutely obliterated. Not a problem at all. Alright, so use the sword charge right now. I mean, look at the damage that ability can do. And that's only level 16 Sada. Once I get level 20, it's actually just going to be able to wipe out rounds entirely, pretty much. 2 ZOMGs. Let's just cycle the Absolute Zero ability off cooldown. And get some crazy damage on them. Yes. Both are dead. Alright, 2 ZOMGs was easy, but what about 4 of them? I'm going to wait on the sword charge ability until now. Perfect. That helped out quite a bit. Put Salt on first. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. Actually, no, I'm not. We defended those ceramics. It's the time between the sword charges that gets dangerous because Sawda does not get the whole 50% reduction, it's only 20% reduction from Energizer. Alright, round 89. This round could be a threat, because if I use Absolute Zero, it doesn't hit the new mobs that come out, right? It only hits the pre-existing ones on the map. And it looks like we are dying. Dang, dude. I think I can beat this round, though. With just better ability timings. Maybe put Sawda on close. Yeah, I do like Sawda on close targeting here. That appears to be doing better. And then we'll use sword charge right about now. Perfect. That did a lot of damage. Leaping sword. Absolute Zero. Yes. Defend. It's working. It's working. Barely. Okay, we defended. That was close. Okay, round 90. You've got to freeze every DT with this Absolute Zero ability. Now. Yes. Do I need to Leaping Sword this? I think I will. Just wait. Oh wait, we can just use Absolute Zero again. I forgot about the crazy uptime. What level is Sawda? 18? Okay, we'll be reaching 20 soon. I'm so excited for that. Round 92 has the same problem 89 had with the fortified Moabs. Which use a Leaping Sword on close. It looks like we're defending. The biggest challenge of this round is going to be the ZOMGs though. Getting a good sword charge ability timing on that. Okay. Let's lock in. Sword charge now. That was not a very good timing. But like, when else would I have used it? Because I think I needed to use it to defend those insides. Unless I used a Leaping Sword and somehow that would have defended. We still might defend this though. Wait a second. We're good. Wow. I'm surprised. Absolute Zero now. Sword charge. We're good. Leaping Sword. Absolute Zero. I've got 45k saved up, which is pretty impressive, especially for the fact that like our early game definitely wasn't optimized. I probably could have skipped on this MIB if I got the correct cross path on my Absolute Zero to begin with. But this isn't too sweaty of a run. We'll just take it. All right, let's get a big sword charge for this round right now. That did a ton of damage. I think I'm dead on the downtime though. I really need level 20, dude. If I can just beat this round, we have level 20 for round 95. All I need to do is beat round 94 here. Come on. Try it again. I think that was better timing. Hopefully I don't die against these Moabs. We're defending. Okay, I need this sword charge back pretty desperately. Let's use Absolute Zero now. I need for these last 3 ZOMGs. Leaping Sword that. Absolute Zero again. Sword charge now. Yes. That did a lot. Absolute Zero. I think I'm okay. We're good. We've hit level 20 Sawda. That's fantastic. I still think we'll have struggles for this round though. Just because, again, Absolute Zero is not fantastic against DTs, since if after I use the ability, more DTs are going to come in and ruin my day. Let's see how we do though. Absolute Zero. I want to wait as long as possible on that sword charge, obviously. We're doing decent. If I can just wait longer. Absolute Zero again. We might actually just defend this entire round without sword charge, which is crazy. And I can save for round 96 then. No, we got to use it. Okay, we've got to use it, but I can wait quite a bit of time. Please work. Yes, I think we finally did it. That was so many attempts later in round 95, but I'm happy it has finally gone down. I really didn't want to buy defense for this round. I'm stingy, guys. I'm stingy. Okay, round 96. This round should just get obliterated with good sword charge timings. Let's use a sword charge now. I mean, just look at that damage. Look at it. Is that not amazing? Brilliant, some might say. Let's put this on close and use a leaping sword now. Just keep cycling Absolute Zero abilities too. I'm loving this Absolute Zero Sada Energizer combination right now though. I've got to admit to you guys. Another sword charge. Wiped out half the ZMGs. Okay, this half actually could be a problem. Leaping sword. Are we defending this? I don't think so. Actually, Energizer's kind of going crazy. We might be okay. We're good. Wow. All right, round 97. Ideally, I beat this round without using a sword charge ability. That way, I just have it off cooldown for 98. I don't know if I can achieve that, but it'd be great if I could. Let's use a leaping sword on those BFBs. Absolute Zero the Moabs. First on you. Okay, we defend the first guy. What about the second ZMG? Pop it down and then freeze the BFBs. Can I pop, please? There we go, freeze the BFBs. I think I need sword charge here. I definitely do. Okay. Okay, we used sword charge relatively early there. Hopefully I can get it back and still defend the second ZMG. Leaping sword. Yes. We're defending. Okay, that was clean. Okay, round 98 here. I'm going to add a first strike into the mix because I need this round 100 anyways. First strike should be great though because it has half the cooldown due to our Energizer. And we will just first strike off the rip here. I'm going to try to wait a decent bit of time before I use the sword charge ability. We're going to only use one sword charge ability because I also need it back for round 99, I'm pretty sure. Let's use it now. Okay, that did a ton of damage. Actually, a pretty ridiculous amount. Alright, let's defend this bottom lane, please. We're looking good. I think I'm dead. So ceramics. There's no way. First strike. First. Leaping sword. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. Dang it! That was so close, though. Okay, I think we've done it this time. We only have 2 ZMGs remaining. I've got to go into 99 with my sword charge ability available, though. So we have to defend these without it, which could be a bit of a challenge. Especially with the fact that I already popped them down. Come on. Oh, wait, we're surviving. We're surviving. Am I good? Yes. Every ability besides Leaping Sword is available. This is good. Okay. Round 99. I'm going to Absolute Zero the first couple DTs, and then we'll Sword Charge. Sword Charge now. Wipe it. Yes, that worked perfectly. I think we've done it, guys. I would like to believe so. I'm pretty sure I can use 2 first strikes here. Actually, is 2 first strikes come off cooldown in time? Wait a second. Oh, it does, but I don't know if I have enough damage. Sword charge. Leaping sword. Is that enough damage? I'm gonna wait as long as possible. Now. We've done it. Oh my gosh, what a run. What a run. 66,000 left over is pretty solid. I definitely could have cut the MIB by getting some correct cross paths, which would have saved me another like 8K or so. And then you maybe could cut some other things, but I'm happy with it. I think that was a great showcase of the Ice Tower on the water, the new Absolute Zero plus Energizer synergy, and how Sada just pairs perfectly with it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe button. I'm out. Peace, guys.